Wes from Avatar Off-Road here today. So today we are mounting one of our Ski 6 ski boxes on the back of this VS30 Sprinter van. We've already mounted our massive carrier on the back, and now we're going to take a look at the positions. We've actually got the ski box pre-drilled, but it's pre-drilled for both the massive for the Transit or the Sprinter. Today we're going to use the Sprinter holes, which if you look at the back of this, the first double set of holes, if you will, are 37 inches from the top. The next set of holes up there are for the Transit, and we'll put the box down lower and it'll actually set off your sensors. So we're trying to get 5.5 inches above the bumper to keep the sensors from going off on your backup sensors. So there's two holes in the center of the box, and we're going to use the lower of those two for our very top the massive mount. We're going to start by mounting pre-mounting a couple of the bolts. So what we're going to do is use one of our push-on nuts and a carriage bolt. We're going to go from the inside of this box into these first two holes here, which are the 37 inch from the top holes. And we're going to put that through, put a push-on nut, so we're ready to just stab this into this crossbar to start this thing off. When you get ready to stab the box into the massive, you're going to want to be in this outer slot to get the box over far enough so you're not blocking the tail light and you can still access your handle, which we'll show you in a second. All right, so with the box positioned in this location, you can easily see the tail light, and if you come around here, you can still easily reach in here and grab the handle. If you want to move this a little further to the center, we do have an extension for the handle that simply goes on here and clamps onto the handle so you can access the door handle from here. So today we're using our high lift jack to get this thing up into position. Obviously you're probably not going to have a high lift jack, so you might have to use a couple of your buddies to get this thing lifted up and stabbed into this first crossbar. So we'll go ahead and roll that forward and get it stabbed in. Once you've got the box stabbed onto the crossbar, you can simply take your 3/8 flanged nut and just reach behind through in here and get that thing started on there. All right, so after you have those first two bolts already mounted and on the massive, now you can, at your leisure, now we've taken our jack away. So if you had to do it without a jack, it's simply two people holding the box up, stabbing on there, and a third person putting the first two nuts on, and then you're kind of set. Now you can go in and go to and put in your next two and simply hold this. The one on that side, you will have to have your buddy hold this for you while you go around and put the nut on. So you will need a second person. And then you will want to put that top bolt in to the top part of the massive. To finish it up, you've got two more bolts here you can put in, and then actually you'll pull the foam out of the bottom and get the last bolt into the bottom. And then the last bolt goes here. You see on this one, you got to kind of fish the nut down in there and get it started. So it's the most challenging of the bolts to put on. All right, so with the box stabbed on there, we've actually put all the bolts in there. We put all the nuts on the back. Now to finish it off, we're just going to take a ratchet with a deep socket, and you can easily reach in through here and get onto the nut and do the final tightening up of these. So there's going to be 6 bolts on the main body we can easily reach with this wrench. There's the bolt on the bottom that we're going to have to use a box open end wrench. And you can easily reach up from the bottom and get that bottom bolt tightened up. We ended up using a Allen bolt on the very top one, so you can easily access that with the an Allen wrench at the top. And like I said, we'll just finish out the other 6 with this. We do provide these plugs for the holes that you're not using. So there's going to be 6 holes, or actually 8 holes that you're not using. So you should have plugs for all those. And these just simply go in, and that'll plug up the holes you're not using. All right, that's the mounting of a ski box on a ski 6 box on a Sprinter Massive.